Hey everybody, and welcome to the Prolonged Engagement Show. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is episode 53. As always, you can hop on over to the prolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to absolutely everything that we do. We have links to Facebook, Twitter, and our YouTube channel where you can like and subscribe to videos and shit.
Yay!
We're on iTunes in audio format. And for all you Android people, you can find us on You can find us on Player FM. All right.
Okay, so since last week we talked about what not to do with the Hallows, with Williamsburg Howl-O-Scream, let's talk about what should be done.
Mm-hmm. But before that,
no.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Phenology Analytics. Go to phenologyanalytics.com. I can do shameless plugs. It's my business. So, yeah. That's how that goes. One of these lovely people could be a business owner. Or maybe their friend is a business owner. Or maybe their parents are business owners. And they would like insight into market trends, hidden trends within their business, and we can give that insight to them. Phenologyanalytics.com. Anyway, all right.
So, besides going to Howl-O-Scream, Mickey's Not So Scary, Halloween Horror Nights, we also did two. What would the hell was that?
Non-theme park
related
Halloween events.
Halloween events. We went to Terror Behind the Walls at Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. And we also went to Petrified Forest in Altamont.
You were so bad at this.
I can't tell location. I get lost.
In Altamont Springs, Florida.
So we're going to start with Philadelphia because that's the first one we went to.
Mm-hmm.
And so Eastern State Penitentiary is was an actual penitentiary.
Al Capone was there.
Yes, he was held there for a very short amount of time.
Jenny Wade's father, if you guys know who Jenny Wade is,
Jenny Wade was the only
civilian casualty during the Civil
Damn it,
War.
I was talking.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
You weren't. I said that you weren't, so there. Elfie, give it a rest.
So, they were both held there. I don't think anyone else very famous was held there. But, I held her the first episode. You can hold her this one. Thank you. So, at Eastern State, it was closed in the 70s?
Anyway, it was closed for something like 20 years.
Yeah.
And
reopened in 19...
but during those 20 years, no one walked into the place.
Mm-hmm.
So there was no upkeep. It's surprising how ruined it got. It's probably because it was just, the structure was so old, and I bet like during the time that people were there, they were constantly just making sure that nothing was falling apart.
Yeah.
Just fixing cracks here and there. The thing opened in the late 1700s.
Yeah.
So I think
17?
I think it was 1780 or something like that when they opened this thing. Maybe not.
Do you want to check that?
It would make sense.
Yeah.
It would be 1780, but that just seems a little too close to the building of our country.
No, I think you're correct.
Maybe so.
I was thinking. I probably just farted. But yeah, so it was closed for a very long time. And when they reopened it, they also opened Terror Behind the Walls.
Mm-hmm. And it started as a
like a fundraising event.
What the hell did it start as? Yeah, a fundraising event in order to start doing
renovations,
daily tours.
Yeah.
No renovations.
Oh, not renovations.
They wanted to start doing daily tours.
Okay. So tours got popular. So did this.
Oh, yeah, I was totally off by that, by 50 years. 1829 was when it opened. And let's see. Yeah, 1829 was when it opened, and it closed in 1971. So,
It was open.
1829, it's a freaking long time for a structure to be. And the whole thing looks like a damn castle.
Yes.
In the middle of Philadelphia. It's weird looking.
But it's so cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they started doing this as a fundraising event so they can do daily tours. The daily tours started to get popular. So did this event, which has now led to them fixing up a couple of places.
Yeah, so it started off as just like, a little walking tour at night, and they were like talking about ghost stories, crap like that.
Yeah.
But it eventually turned into a haunted house thing.
Yes.
Where
people pop out at you.
Yeah.
And I cannot
they
say
have
how good this was.
the way that they have it set up is there's 5 houses, and they put you through. You go from one house to the next, so you stand in a big line to get into the first one. Once you're through the first one, you're put in another line to go through the second one, the third, and then another line to go into the third one, and so on and so forth.
It was a straight line.
But the lines between the houses aren't that long because they I don't know how they freaking do it, how it works to where they've got those logistics down. Because their lines, you can probably fit, 30 people in the lines between the houses?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
So they really do a jam-up job getting people through that thing.
But we went really early, too.
We went super early. It was 7:30,
Yeah,
I think?
which I would tell everyone to do.
Oh, my God, yeah, go early. We got out of there we spent like 2 hours there, right?
Yeah.
Because when we walked out at 9:30, there was no line outside when we got in. We literally walked straight in, went through the security checkpoint. I think they had metal detectors and things like that. And then we had to sit in line for a while to get into the first house.
But that was because there was also pictures there.
Yeah. When we came out at 9:30, the line outside of the penitentiary on the street
was around the block.
And this is a penitentiary. It was around the block.
Yeah.
Of a penitentiary.
Yeah.
So if you're not like grasping this,
it's a weird look.
It's a freaking long way.
Yeah.
Because
it takes up an entire city block.
Oh yeah, it's an entire city block.
So it's not small.
Definitely not small.
And so, but they have 5 houses in there. And don't ask me to do the names. I don't remember.
I don't remember any of them.
Because
the first one was lockdown.
Yeah.
And the last one was breakout. I do remember that one.
Because they also at the beginning of it they take your picture.
Uh-huh.
And that's really cool because like you're being put into the penitentiary, you're getting your picture taken, and in the first one it
would be cooler if they did it to where they were
the singles, but
mug shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be way cool. Even if they did it as a group, just give you all like little Eastern State going in and shit.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That would be keeping it in character, but it's just I liked it. They also did something else that I've never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen this even. I don't even think Universal would even think of doing this. A petrified forest should.
Absolutely not.
A petrified forest should
be great. Yeah,
because that would be friggin' fantastic.
They kind of do something like that one night out of the year.
They do eclipse.
They do total eclipse, yeah.
But it's different. It's still different than this. What they do is they give you what's called a tracking device. It's a red glow stick necklace, and they put it around you. And this means the actors can touch you, they can grab you, they can remove you from your group, and they can use you as part of the show.
And we decided that since it was our first time going, Sarah really wanted to do it, but we were there with Annie and John as well, and And afterwards, we all said that we would have done it,
Oh, yeah.
but we didn't know exactly what it entailed, and the website really didn't explain.
No, they kept it so vague.
They kept it so vague as to what it's like. Oh yeah, if you put these on, you definitely be separated from your group and like things like. I was like, I don't want. And this is what I was telling Sarah. I was like, if somebody takes you out of that house,
I am punching
and
them.
I don't see you, I will kill them. They will be dead, and I will be on murder trial. And we're not doing this.
We don't have time for this shit.
And I was like, I do not know. I have a lovely podcast to do to all you crazy people. I can't go to jail.
So, I can't.
Do you know
stay
what they
here.
do to people like me in prison? Anyway, that is a reference to 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance.
In the middle of a gunfight,
In the
center
center
of
of
a
a
restaurant.
restaurant.
We're gonna get copyrighted. Shut up.
Come with your arms raised high.
But they're never gonna get me.
Like a bullet through a flock of doves.
Sorry. But yes, it was absolutely fantastic because we had I always find it so funny who we get grouped with or stuck with. Because there was this couple, I think they were probably 13.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so cute. The guy was this little scaredy cat.
Yeah.
And the girl was completely fine with this shit.
Yeah.
And it was just so cute because he was like so nervous. And I was like, yeah, I used to be a scare actor. He goes, I'm going to talk to you then.
Totally ignoring the girl that he
His
brought.
date. Totally
It's like,
ignored
oh,
her.
you
And
poor
then
soul.
I-
Like, just go home and play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It'll be okay.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill. And at your point, you probably shouldn't do the chill part.
Yeah.
Just the Netflix part. Nothing under the blankets, okay? You two, you just keep it in your pants.
Yeah. Well,
Unless, of course, you and your partner are completely okay
Kyle,
with that.
God.
And if you and your partner are completely okay with that, and you're and you have condoms, then go for it.
Kyle.
I will not stand in your way.
You done?
The United States needs to stop being so hopped up on the sex. If they would just teach their kids, like, it's okay. Just like that guy from Finland or Norway or whatever. He was like,
Kyle.
you have perfectly good locks on your doors. And then the morning after, your friends are always invited for breakfast. I'm like, wow, that's... Woo.
Can I continue?
No.
Well, anyways, this kid who... Poor kid, so scared, threw her to an actor and ran.
Mm-hmm. She was pretty pissed afterwards.
Yeah, she was.
She sister, she goes,
I think that was their last date.
you're like supposed to be protecting me during this thing. So,
I'm gonna take a selfie.
let me take a selfie.
But we also had in front of us 2 older women who put on
They weren't older.
and older than us.
Well, they were older than us. Probably,
40s?
they're probably in their
50s?
late 30s, early 40s, probably.
Well, they had them on, and I don't know why they had them on.
Maybe they just wanted to wear them and they didn't understand.
No, but because they just kept getting grabbed. People slammed them up against walls and had their knives on their
Oh, yeah, that
throats.
was great.
And it was awesome to watch.
The,
But these women clung to each other.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, what the hell are you doing?
They clung to each other throughout the entire thing. The coolest part was in the infirmary one.
Oh, with the dentist.
Mm-hmm. And the coolest freaking thing about...
When you're allowed to do that
about
type stuff.
when you're... No. About the thing at Eastern State is...
Oh.
You are walking through a ruined penitentiary. These are things that were just left there.
Yeah.
The things that are in there were just left there. This is an actual dentist chair that people sat in to get dental work done.
Yeah.
When they were prisoners, okay?
Yeah.
And this dental chair literally hasn't been used in 50 years.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like, whoa.
Yeah.
And And so like the two ladies sat there. One of the scare actors grabs one of the girls, pulls her out of line, and pushes
Slams her in the chair.
Pushes her into the dentist chair, and is like, "Oh, we're gonna have a good. I'm gonna start working on you now," and stuff like that. And I was like, "Holy fucking shit!"
I want that to be me.
And I wanted to, and so I was sitting there watching to see what was happening, although I was still trying to move through. You, on the other hand, decided to just walk forward.
I ran. I was like, no. I was like,
because we got all ticked off at you at Hallowscream that you were just like running through the damn house. It's like, there's no one here, and it's not scary. Why can't you just walk? Anyway,
because
there was the tall Annie's Tavern that Annie wanted
to
take.
I saw that!
Yeah, I know, but they wanted to stop and take a picture of it, and we could have because there was fucking nobody in there.
Sorry.
And
I thought I had to keep up.
No.
I'm so used to that rule on Universal. Keep up with the party in front of you.
Mm-hmm. But
I didn't do it in APF.
Yeah, I know, because I told you not to. Anyway.
No, you didn't tell me not to. I had Marion pulling me.
Yeah. She's like, don't go. Anyway, but the
instead of walking forward, she backed up.
Well, yeah. So you just kept on walking, and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to let her go.
And I got...
And you got screwed in that process because you kept on like running through the damn thing.
I didn't run.
Yeah, but you were like walking briskly. You're like, I can't find the people in front of me. I must find the people in front of me. And then because
that's the rule.
Some scare actor comes out in between me and you, gets right up behind you, and then when you turn around to see if I'm there, he's there in your face. And you screamed like a little girl.
Yes, I did.
And it was fantastic.
They got Annie,
and at that point, I just sat there and I went, that's what you get.
When you let your heart win.
Whoa.
We're going to get a copyright.
Yeah. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Oh my goodness.
Oh God. But yeah, that was fantastic.
It just... The scaring in there,
this time that I know,
scaring in there was just top freaking notch.
Yeah, because like a Petrified Forest, they talked.
Yeah, that's what I like about it. I don't like it when it's all startle.
Yeah,
like where they're just sitting there like, bah! It's like
no, they have to creep.
Fine.
Because after a while, you're like, yeah.
I'll sit there and I'll go like, oh, but it's startling me. I'm not sitting there like screaming.
Yeah.
There's a few times where like during like the in between.
Oh, and then I got in trouble.
Like during the in between at Halloween Horror Nights one year, where I actually thought
that
there was a wall there, and then somebody came through the wall because I felt safe because there was a wall there, and then when I'm not safe, that actually legitimately scares me.
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody just sat there and was like, "There's a thing over there, somebody's gonna pop out of it," okay, I'm glad that you popped. Things like that, but.
I'm glad you got me.
It's like, I'm glad you got me. And here it was like, yeah, there's not many places that you could actually hide.
That one guy.
Because it was a penitentiary. So you don't really want places for people to hide in a penitentiary. So it's not built for that, but they still were able to do it.
Yeah.
Which blew my mind. It just, it was so good.
I feel like we need to separate this Eastern State and a Petrified Forest needs to get there. Okay. I got in trouble. I got in trouble.
Yeah, because you kept on saying you went to that point. You were like shit, and then somebody was like, "Watch your language," and because they want to keep it family friendly. I don't know how you could make that family friendly, but it's like
you just don't curse. That's the only way.
It's like we don't curse here. Your kids will never sleep again, but we don't curse.
But it was interesting because I don't like them. I don't like the airbag walls. Mm-hmm. And they had black ones that came at the waist.
That was actually, I like that better than the full ones.
Mm-hmm. I like that one more, but I couldn't see my feet.
That's the point.
I don't like that.
That freaked me out more than anything. Is because here they are. They have those bubble thing that fill up with air, so you had to walk through it, and I'm like, if somebody fucking touches my feet right now, I'm going to shit my pants. I'm going to shit my pants if somebody touches my feet.
You're going to get friggin' punted. I'm sorry.
I will kick and scream and shit my pants.
Nothing touched my legs. Thank you, God.
But that's what I was saying. But that's what I'm saying. They're going like, somebody's going to touch my...
But instead they were like up here, which made it so much scarier because in this part, that was Breakout. And it's the final house.
You didn't know where your feet were. You didn't know where any actors were. It was terrifying.
Because there's a bright light in your eyes.
Terrifying.
The friggin' strobe in your eyes. And they're screaming at you. They're yelling at you that you've been caught for breaking out. And they keep telling you, go back to your room or go back to your cell. Yeah. And they're yelling at you, and holy mother of God. It was intimidating.
On the other side there, so you had the blow-up things that you had to walk by. And then there was these little walls, and there was probably, I don't know, 2 feet of space on each side of that.
It was a platform.
No, it was 2 feet of space.
I couldn't see what the heck was on the other side.
Right. That's the point.
Scary.
It was only 2 feet of space, and you were in the middle of the room, so you couldn't really see if there was anything over.
Yeah.
Like you only had like probably 6 inches of actual room that you could see through, and somebody had ducked down underneath it on the left side and popped out right between Annie and I. Popped out over the black bars right in front of her, and she fell to the ground.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen, Annie.
And she's like, she walks out of the house going, "They got me." She goes, "I don't get got." She's like, "They got me." And she was just raving about it. She was like, "I cannot believe that they got me."
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I just liked how they did it. Mm-hmm. They also had something else that I really believe a Petrified Forest needs. Mm-hmm. The dancing zombies.
That was really cool at the end.
I somehow got pushed to the front.
You didn't get pushed to the front. You got in the front. Okay?
I wanted to see what the hell was going on. Yeah. I'm too damn short. Mm-hmm. I'm too short to be standing with y'all. I could not see. Mm-hmm. So I got up front, and they did this zombie dancers.
Yeah, they were zombie
guardsmen.
They were
zombie guards.
They were dressed up as like military people, like soldiers.
Well, they were dancing, and then they had dance-offs with guests. Mm-hmm. But only guests with the
yeah.
I need a
because there was a written agreement at that point. Yeah.
And then what they did, which I don't know if you guys saw that, they took 2 of them who had the red bands, put blindfolds on, and sent them through the maze with blindfolds.
Yeah. I think it was only the last maze, though, because you can't put them through all 5 like that.
I don't know if it was all 5 or was the last one or what.
But they chose 2 people and threw them through another maze, which was, I was like... Oh.
Blindfolded.
Yeah, blindfolded.
With the red things on.
Yeah.
I was like...
So
you're gonna hate your life.
Touch you, and you don't know what's going on at that point. So
yeah, I was like, you're gonna hate your life.
The other cool thing that they had was the speakeasy.
Speakeasy.
Yeah. Well, she called it the speakeasy, but the sign actually said speakeasy.
Speakeasy, it did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was wondering if it said speakeasy.
I thought it
because
said.
She called it a speakeasy, and I was like, that is a fantastic name.
It's so cute.
But they had it to where like. You pay $10 and you get a free drink, free alcoholic beverage.
And
they had like this special drink that they had. It had gin.
It was gin,
vodka,
lemonade, and seltzer water.
Yeah, lemonade and seltzer, and it was okay.
I liked it.
Oh, and mint in there too.
And mint. That's why you didn't like it. I loved it.
I just got there and I was like,
I ended up drinking yours and mine.
And so I was like, it's okay. The coolest thing is that they had like tarot card readings in there,
blackjack
that you could play and you could
win
candy.
One of my favorite was the woman who was singing and we danced.
Yeah, they had a singer in there that sang a couple songs.
And like this is gonna sound
weird.
She'd
sing a couple songs like every 10 minutes or so. And then
but it was from the time period.
It was called the Speakeasy at Al Capone's cell. So they actually have Al Capone's cell in there in the way
that it was
set up the way that it was
when he was there.
So So it has like
Dude
a
lived
full
in
bed.
freaking luxury.
I know. Freaking crazy. He had a radio.
A radio, a desk, a bed, a
Yeah.
lamp, books. So it had a bookcase.
Mm-hmm. Dude was living the life in that prison.
Oh yeah. Then he got moved to Alcatraz.
Then he got moved to Alcatraz and went crazy and
Died.
So that's what you get, Al Capone, you motherfucker. Anyway.
He'll come back and haunt your ass.
Yeah. Anyway,
But that was just so much fun.
it really
Like, and
was.
it's gonna sound really stupid. I was probably stupidly gone, but I was like, this is actually weirdly, like, romantic, in a weird sense.
Yeah, except for the people that were dressed as dead people
Yeah.
around you. But yeah.
It was weird. I don't know why, but I liked it.
You get horny off of dead people.
No,
don't
I
you?
don't.
Dungeons, gore, horror nights. It all makes you just, hot between the britches, It does a lot for you.
That's it. I'm throwing it in the Potomac.
Potomac River.
Shut up. What can I throw on?
Potomac River. I need to get like a voice thing.
Modulator?
Yeah, voice modulator and like do things like, oh yeah, baby. Potomac River.
So, the other event that we went to that was not
horny in dungeons. Call me Dungeon Master. You know you dig it.
Can I move on now?
No. What are you moving on to?
A petrified forest?
You got 3 minutes.
Ah, damn. So I told you we're going to need its own episode.
Yeah, well, as it goes.
Because I know us well enough by now to know when we need our own episodes. Or what needs its own episodes.
You don't know shit.
Excuse
Do you know
me?
Jack?
I got all jacked up.
Did you get all jacked up? Wasn't that a drink?
Yes, it was. I did get all jacked up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was a good night. That was pretty good.
Friggin' dumbass
how
threw
long
his
it
cup away.
He gets the signature drink.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it, so threw his cup away. And then he sits there and goes, "Oh man, you mean if I would have kept the cup, I would have gotten a refill for half off?"
Yes.
Yes. Well,
And
fuck.
Well, at least I was nice. I was nice about it. I let him borrow ours.
Yeah. This is the guy that I work with too.
I know.
It's like,
He's
what
your.
are you doing to me? Anyway, guys. All right. This was episode 53 of the Prolonged Engagement Show. My name is Kyle.
No, 3. And I'm Sarah.
The fuck?
I was gonna say 52.
You need to quit messing up my spiels here.
I love you.
Potomac River. This was episode 53. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Sarah.
And you can always find us at theprolongedengagement.com. There you can find links to absolutely everything we do and every bit of content that we create as content creators. So we're on YouTube, we're on iTunes, we're on Player FM if you have those stinky old Android phones.
Kyle, stop hating on the Android.
Stinky Android phone.
Stop hating.
All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.